Just as long as we're all in agreement.
I'm feeling like the villain, now I'm back, I kill it still. Just like the Joker, boy, I kill around just for the thrill. I got 2 guns up on my hip, I shoot them like I'm Quill. I'm wearing a soldier in the cut, so I don't need a shit.
What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Dream Juice Chronicles, episode 5. I am Josh, with my co-host Mason and Cade, as always. How are you boys doing this week?
Good as always.
Living good, feeling good.
Absolutely good to hear, man. All right, so we have a pretty good action-packed episode for you guys today. Obviously, as you know, Cinemacon is this week, and some big news dropped on our favorite hero just the other night, Spider-Man. So we're going to unpack everything that was revealed there and maybe throw out a couple predictions, theories as well. Then we've got a new segment called Agree or Disagree that we will be unfolding for you guys. Then, of course, got our Marvel points, round 5 of the Marvel points here. Then, we're going to turn up the juice a little bit. Juicy takes. We promised we'd be better this time, and hopefully we can deliver on that. And then lastly, Cade's got a little bit of surprise for us. But we'll be looking ahead at the rest of 2025 on the movies that are coming out. And, Cade'll surprise us there with that. So, couple bit of little news bits for you guys that I got in the last week or so. So, obviously last week was the big Avengers Doomsday casting, and this whole narrative around Marvel and everything that has fallen off, doesn't have the buzz, the juice anymore, right? Well, here's a couple stats. That live stream, over 275 million views, over 50 different trending topics on that. And so, if anybody's saying Marvel fell off, you had that many views watching empty chairs for 6 hours. I think the buzz is back, honestly.
The buzz is back.
We'll see, man. Y'all are on this, but I think
I'm not saying like the turnout, the result, the movies are going to be great yet, but I'm talking about the hype, the buzz. Like, I think it's ramping back up.
Yeah, it's ramping back up.
It's on the come up.
Yeah, I think the buzz, anticipation, hype is different than the outcome. That's two different things to me.
My thing is, too, I don't know. It's not their fault. They should deliver better on the shows and movies between, but you gotta live with it. So
absolutely. I don't know if you guys heard that Sony is doing a biopic on the Beatles, and so casting rumors have been going crazy. And so the other night they finally revealed the cast of the Beatles, and so but the thing about it is, they're doing the Beatles biopic, but they're not doing one movie. They are doing 4 separate movies on each of the 4 members. And they are releasing all of them on the same day. They called it the first bingeable movie series. And so you're going to have a movie on each of the 4 members, and all of them are coming out the exact same day. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I've never seen that done before. I don't think it's very smart. If it were me, what'd you say?
Are they coming out? Are they coming out in movies, or is it coming out on live stream?
No, it'll be movie theaters.
Oh wow! See, that's tough. So if you're talking about Netflix, people are already doing that with like Stranger Things, and all that. So my thing is that's doable. Now, movie theater, who's gonna think about it, bro? 4 movies packed up together. That's like you're well over $100 for one.
You are guaranteed for 2 out of those 4, half those movies to not perform well. 2 of them, maybe the more popular ones, will do good. If it were me, if you were doing that, if you wanted to do them like that, I'd go 1 week after the next and have 4 straight weeks of it. Yeah. If you want to do that. But 4 at the same day. So apparently it's each member gets their own movie, and each movie is the perspective of their whole careers and events from that member itself. So, all 4 of the movies are going to have all 4 of them in it, but I don't know how exactly it'll be. Maybe like a repeat almost, depending on how their lives intertwine and all that. I don't know a whole lot about the Beatles, but I thought that was really interesting. I've never seen that done before.
That's cool.
The bingeable movie series. So a lot of cool stuff going on at Cinemacon, which leads us... What were we saying?
Are you still on the news? Are you going on to other stuff, or can I talk about
Man, I can't. If you got anything,
all right,
share it.
You guys can hear me all right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so how about, and I don't know if you guys are fans of it, but the John Wick projects that are in right now, they announced a lot of them. Obviously, Ballerina's coming out soon. They just announced John Wick 5. That's a big time thing. They announced a Kane spinoff with Donnie Yen coming back, and then an untitled film without John Wick. an animated prequel, which is pretty cool. We see that within Spider-Man, what they're doing now. And then you have a video game John Wick coming out, which could be real. Like that could be pretty cool. That's like next level stuff right there. So if anyone John Wick fans, I think that's pretty big too. And did you ever watch those, Josh?
I'm not fully caught up on them.
Okay. Now,
that's definitely something that's on my list that I need to like.
That was something COVID time came, and I think Cade was part of that too. Me, Davis, Cade sat and watched all of them one night after another. So
that could have been the last time I saw a few of them.
I was actually like in the last couple weeks trying to watch them, but they took them all off streaming. It's only on like the weird ones you got to pay for right now, so I can't watch it anymore. But
all for it, man. All for it.
They've definitely found the recipe for success on that franchise for sure.
I think just rating it R, I think like opens the door for stuff that Deadpool found success in and Wolverine found success in too. And then, did you ever watch Now You See Me?
Oh yeah, love those.
Those are just fun movies in general. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The third one comes out. They just announced it via Twitter through a pretty cool way of doing it. I thought. So
I saw that.
Love it. So good stuff, man. Like
and I'll add on to that. So Now You See Me, Now You Don't comes out this November, and at their Cinemacon panel, they actually announced that they've greenlit a fourth one also, and so that's going to continue. It's been how long has it been since the second one? Like, and good cast on that too, man. Just good movies, and I mean, it's still in a world of sequels and everything. It's still a sequel, but that almost seems original enough on its own that it's not the same kind of sequels, spin-offs we get all the time. And so it'll be good to have that in the mix also.
And phenomenal cast that just makes it good, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the topic of Cinemacon, at the time of this recording, Disney has not given their panel yet. That will be tomorrow at the time of this recording. So obviously it's a Disney panel, not a Marvel standalone panel. So what happens with Marvel, we won't know until next week. I'm assuming just Thunderbolts marketing, Fantastic Four. If anything big Doomsday happens, we'll cover it next week. But the big one, Sony gave their panel, and basically these Cinemacon panels are just telling these movie theater execs what's coming out in the next year or so. To get them to promote, market these, get them excited about things. Sony didn't have a whole lot, but they knew what one of their biggest IPs was and revealed what's coming out in the next couple years. Beyond the Spiderverse, finally we know that this movie is real and that it's coming out. June 4th, 2027, a little over 2 years from now. Not ideal, better than the 2028, 2029, never. But basically a couple things on that. It's picking up the exact second where we left off in Across the Spider-Verse. The director said they wanted to take this extra time and make sure the movie is just right. They are pushing the boundaries of animation again, new techniques, everything again, so that will be impressive as always. And they promised that this is a massive finale and it's bigger and better than the previous two were. And so, at the end of the day, like 2027... this is a shorter gap between Across and Beyond than there was from Into and Across. I wouldn't be mad about that, but the reason I'm agitated is because they already had a pre-planned release date for Beyond, and they never even followed up on anything. There was no news, no statement, nothing. It was just reports that it got delayed. And so that's where I'm a little bit agitated for. But, these first looks that they gave us and everything, like, it'll be worth the wait. I know it'll be worth the wait, but it is a little bit agitating.
Now, you're talking about a guy that went into his freshman year of high school that saw the second one and then is going to his freshman year of college to see this one where it picks up at the exact same moment it left off at. So, crazy.
For a cliffhanger, for an Infinity War level cliffhanger that it gave us, and a promise to release the second part of that less than a year after it, and then it being 4 years, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is something that's not.
Doubt. The whole cliffhanger to that's just, and I don't know.
We got to wait longer, so it's probably going to be worth it.
I think it'll be worth it. It's just going to, I don't know. I'm going to be excited regardless
Josh
for it.
might have a kid by the time that comes out, bro. You might have a little 2-year-old Josh.
Man,
Bro, the long release dates is hard, bro. You see him, you're excited, but you're like,
I would
dude.
hope so.
I'm not going to. I would hope so. Wow.
Man, if I'm still in the same state by 2027, man, we're in trouble.
You're going to be for babysitting to go see that movie.
But I wanted to not throw a little shade, but this isn't shade at all. But to the people that really are like, I'm in the same boat of being agitated. But the people who are really trashing this, let me tell you this: the Batman came out over a year before Across the Spiderverse, and and Beyond the Spiderverse will still be coming out before the Batman Part 2. So, you want to hate on the delays for Beyond the Spider-Verse, Batman Part 2 is even worse.
And you're talking about guys that actually age. You're not talking about cartoons. You're talking about humans.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Pattinson.
And we talked about that already, but he's older than old man Bruce.
I know. It's just, these delays, man. Like, I get it for the animation and all that, but it's just, from just a fan perspective and everything, they didn't handle the delay process very well as far as telling people what was going on.
Yeah.
So, as far as it picking up exactly where it left off, I don't really know what to expect in this one whatsoever. I'm just going to be along for the ride because they've surprised me and took it in different ways than I thought it would be. Either one. So, I'm looking forward to it. But as far as live action goes, we finally got not only a release date, but a title for Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. We finally know that is real. Spider-Man Brand New Day, July 31st, 2026. It officially is in that spot, coming out in that window between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So the next 2 years we're going to be eating as fans here. They didn't reveal a whole lot. Director came out on stage, who was the director for Shang-Chi. Really excited about that.
Big time.
And Marvel and Sony are more secretive about Spider-Man than they are any other character, movie, anything. And so we never get anything for it. I was surprised we even got a title for it. And No Way Home, it took them forever to even release the trailer. It was like the closest from trailer to movie ever. But the director did say that, every single day they've been hard at work at this. They're prepping to start filming in the summer, and he said every day all of them are like geeking out, excited about the suit, about the way they're going to handle the web swinging, the fighting, everything. And so he did that, and then they brought up Tom Holland on a video saying that all Tom Holland said is a fresh new start for Spider-Man, and revealed that it's Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yep. So basically, if you guys didn't know, before I get into what y'all's predictions, theories, anything are, Spider-Man Brand New Day is actually a comic book run, and Brand New Day basically takes place after the story of Spider-Man One More Day, which is basically what No Way Home adapted in a way. And Brand New Day, Peter Parker has literally just lost his identity. Nobody remembers Peter Parker, and he's having to kind of start fresh in that way. And so Brand New Day definitely makes sense because this is exactly where we left off with Peter Parker. So that's interesting in a way. I'll turn it over to you guys. If you guys have any more predictions about Spider-Man now that his fourth movie is out, where you guys see him going, because we're going to have Avengers, Spider-Man Avengers. Will he still be in Doomsday or not? Or, where do you see this character going?
So, is it going to be like a day series now? So, is home series now?
People have thought of that. I don't know. There's no more home anymore.
One thing you got to point out. Well, first of all, do you guys like the title, the logo, right?
Oh, the new logo is awesome.
Beautiful.
It's like the classic Spider-Man, what we see around, on toys, lunchboxes, everything like that.
Yeah. Brother, the thing I do love most about it, though, is that the fact, if you see the font, you'll notice the old font from the main title that said Spider-Man every time becomes the new font below it. And then now you have that new comic book feature font, which would to me, it kind of represents that it's a new stage of Spider-Man. He's on that, just another level. It's starting a brand new version of Spider-Man or whatever, how you want to say it. But that's just one thing I spotted, that they used that same font under the. Yeah. But predictions wise and stuff like that. What's the villain? All I'm hearing about is the chameleon for the villain of this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I've heard Chameleon too. I don't think it'd be a bad choice.
That is Craven's brother.
Yeah. Yes. People are going to hate on me for this. I don't know exactly. In the Kraven the Hunter movie, yes, they're brothers. But the Chameleon was actually the very first Spider-Man villain ever in issue number 1.
Yeah.
So it'd be an interesting one because they've never done it before, but Sony kind of ruined it with the Kraven the Hunter. Like they ruined the use of it, so I don't know if we'll see him or not. But
Yeah.
they have reports have come out that they're looking to cast a like 30 to 50-year-old woman for a villain role, and it came out today that they're also looking to cast a 30 to 50-year-old man for a villain role also.
Yeah.
And so people are kind of speculating, but
well, here's what I want overall, and I like speculation, and I could be wrong, but what I want would be for them to set up the Osborns now and let that just kind of not, they're not villains yet, but they are playing a role in the life of Harry Potter, and so that happens. That stuff happens later on, but this is like a brand new day of Peter Parker, so he's meeting these new people. Still missing the old ones, but doing that. I would love a Black Cat adaptation. Get someone.
Dude, Black Cat would be so sick.
Obviously, we all grew up playing like the video games and.
Bro, that's exact. Bro, the intro that Black Cat has in Spider-Man 2.
It's
I want that exact thing. I would love to see that exact thing.
And they're setting up New York City really good, and like we talked about in the past, New York City is very much plays a huge role in these Spider-Man movies that Tom Holland has missed out on because they haven't been in New York City besides like little parts. And so, with Daredevil setting up New York City how it is with Kingpin, and now
they're doing that perfectly. By the way, setup for that couldn't be better for Spider-Man.
Yeah, and so it also creates this level of to where it sets up New York possibly might hate Spider-Man because he's a vigilante and they might be on Fisk's side. So I think it's setting up good with that. I think this will be a grounded Spider-Man. Obviously, with this director, you want like a beautiful fight sequences, which I think we're gonna get. If you watch Shang-Chi, it's like, it's great. So I'm excited. Obviously,
Dude,
Tom Holland's great, and obviously, I do want at the end of it all, I would love for Zendaya and Ned to come back, and they are. And they remember.
I don't want very much of them, but I want them at the end.
I was gonna ask you how much screen time do you think they're gonna get? Like
I don't want any. So like the very end, teasing them, post-credit scene, maybe. Like,
that would be dope.
Not even to like a second movie of a trilogy, almost. Like I need this one to be like pure Tom Holland.
Yeah,
and I do hope that there's more of a maturity, personality to Tom now. Especially he's moving into the apartment. He's on his own. He lost Aunt May. We all know No Way Home. He lost Aunt May, and he was. And he had that huge loss that Spider-Man's supposed to have, and so I hope he kind of has that maturity in fighting. It brings more of the anger out. Like I feel like we didn't even get like an angry Tom Holland until the Green Goblin fight in No Way Home.
Can I?
You know what I mean?
Can I give another prediction? Kate, are you still going?
No, go ahead.
My thing I think would be cool is someone mentioned this on TikTok or whatever. A villain or someone that they bring up in Doomsday. So Spider-Man has no, and this is kind of what I hope for, that he has not a lot going on in Doomsday. He gets involved in the second Avengers, but Venom gets introduced. A new Venom gets introduced in Doomsday, and they bring him in to help fight with it. And it's just it's a different universe of that. Tom Holland gets his own movie. He's not in Doomsday, and then Venom is the second movie where Tom Holland, then the symbiote gets stuck in that universe. Tom Holland has the symbiote for the second movie, along with Miles Morales being introduced the end of the first movie to the second movie of the trilogy. And then the third trilogy, you have Tom Holland dying with Miles Morales taking over live action.
Not bad.
Yeah, dude, I like the new Venom, bro. I don't want to see that Tom Hardy Venom, especially that trilogy, bro. That's so trash.
Yeah,
bro.
do.
And I would take Spider-Man 3. Like, I mean, Venom's cool and the Venom trilogy with Tom Hardy and stuff, but like, dude, the Venom and Spider-Man 3, like, I'd rather have something more on the lines of that, like the scream that he had, the Venom scream that you had in that movie. I don't even think you had any type of scream from that. I don't know. I would just take one that's more like that, but updated. I just and to get more scarier Venom, honestly. So I think.
A little side note and a little bit of news. In the last week or so, Tom Hardy actually came out and said that the Tom Holland Spider-Man and his Venom crossover was actually like extremely close to happening, but then at the very end, like the Sony Disney politics like kept it from happening at the last second. Which we all want a Tom Holland and a Venom thing, but at the end I was like, of course Sony messed it up. But then I stepped back and was like, you know what? I'm glad Tom Holland didn't touch their Sonyverse, you know, and so as far as my predictions go, it's definitely more character driven than it is movie driven because I don't know what's going to happen in any of these movies. Basically, kind of to agree with what you guys were saying, the speculation right now is that while we've heard in the past that Tom Holland will be in Doomsday, obviously he wasn't in that cast announcement or anything, but the speculation right now is that Brand New Day will take place during the events of Doomsday. And so I've hopped on board with the Tom Holland shouldn't be in Doomsday thing. I don't want Spider-Man in Doomsday. And here's kind of my theory. So basically, I've thought out this theory, man. I'm kind of like want this to happen. So the last line of the script for No Way Home says, "Peter Parker is no more, but Spider-Man lives on." This is exactly like what we need for Spider-Man right now. If he's not in events and he's taking place during the events of Doomsday, this is the street level Spider-Man we all need. We don't need him, and the place this character is in right now, he needs this where he like grows as Spider-Man. He's completely engulfed all Spider-Man, no Peter Parker. He doesn't need to be immediately interrupted after No Way Home with some multiversal Doctor Doom Avengers threat. He needs to be able to zone in and focus things on his own, right? So, a little bit on the side. So he's completely full on Spider-Man. Nobody knows him. Peter Parker is getting farther and farther away from him. This is perfect timing for the symbiote to crawl on in. As we know, at the end of No Way Home, the Tom Hardy Venom, we teased it, and what was it? At the end of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and then they sucked him back out at No Way Home. Yep. But there was a little bit of symbiote left, and the symbiote that was left there did know they were looking for Spider-Man and saw the identity reveal of Peter Parker. So it's given us a little bit of time for that symbiote to slowly crawl from Mexico all the way to New York. So basically, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he is completely all Spider-Man, nothing else. And so that's definitely the perfect state that the character has to be in to adapt the symbiote, because he doesn't care about anything else than Spider-Man. So it's perfect for the symbiote to crawl on in. He's able to be even more Spider-Man, get darker, do whatever means necessary to save the city, and be Spider-Man that the city needs. Then he's able to join the rest of the group in Secret Wars, not be in Doomsday. In the meantime, Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom. Dr. Doom never takes off his mask whatsoever. That's like just not what Dr. Doom does. But he does know that he resembles the main universe's Tony Stark in a way. And he knows he can use that to his advantage when like the time is right. And so Tom Holland's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, being the way he is, being the big pivotal character, he wasn't with them during Doomsday, but knows like, hey, got the black suit, I'm Spider-Man, I'm able to take charge, lead these groups, and Doom's a threat, I got the black suit and everything, I'm going to take out Doom any means necessary. And he goes to face Doom, Secret Wars, and that's the moment that Doom decides to take off his mask, sees the face of Tony Stark, and that snaps him out of everything. Tom Holland and everything. And I don't know what goes from there, but I definitely think that's the setup you need, rather than having him, right after No Way Home, in the state he's in, go fight in Doomsday, see Doctor Doom, then all of a sudden come back for his own movie, either be street level or multiversal, we don't know what, and then all of a sudden jump right back to the Avengers again.
I don't even know why we didn't
definitely think
it
it definitely needs to take place during the events of Doomsday, and Tom Holland's character has to have this journey on his own, rather than... It's like, because we haven't seen him since the end of No Way Home, so you can't have him in that perfect state where his character needs to be right now and have him just jump straight into a multiverse Avengers battle. Yeah. And so I think definitely the setup for the character, I'd love to see that kind of setup for the character go along, but anything along those lines, that's kind of where my head's at right now.
What do you guys think for so with the credit scene in Doomsday or Spider-Man 4, do you think there could be any type of credit scene for either of those leading to either of those movies?
I think there has to be.
It has to be. The Russo brothers don't have enough time to...
We don't. Like we've mentioned before, Thunderbolts is the last movie in the main universe before Doomsday, and it's the Thunderbolts. It's not a Captain America, it's not a Thor, it's not a anything, it's Thunderbolts. So a post-credit scene for Thunderbolts has to have something because it's in our main universe.
Yeah,
and then Fantastic Four obviously has to have something also.
You're going to have a big reveal of what Doomsday is from Thunder. You should, at least. If not,
you should. In the main universe. If not, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
They said Thunderbolts was going to have that Ragnarok level.
Yeah. What's that one, Kate? That one thing that saw the report is that Thunderbolts
will have a Ragnarok level.
One of the two will have a Ragnarok type of post-credit scene, which would be awesome. I would love that.
Would you guys? Would you guys? Well, I don't know. With them, they're not going to introduce. Never mind. I was going to say if they introduce Doom at all, the slightest way in Fantastic Four Thunderbolts. Like you remember how Thanos was introduced in like small parts of End of Ultron. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Or he was in Guardians for a little bit too. He looked weird because he was like edited before the movies. I don't know. I'm talking about if they did the same thing with Doom, kind of hint at him. Or would you guys rather wait to see Doom in Doomsday?
It's weird to really know what they would have done or what I would have wanted because they switched it from Kang to Doom so late. So I don't know what their plan with Doom was going to be. Obviously, with Kang, you had him in movies as a villain already. It wasn't like a post-credit scene tease up until the big event. And so it's really hard to... I don't really know how. I definitely think you need to have like a Ragnarok type of post-credit scene for Thunderbolts to show what's going on in the main universe. You can show him in Fantastic Four, but I think like the beginning of Doomsday needs to be a continuation of that Thunderbolts post-credit scene. And then have the Fantastic Four fly in at the beginning. Not have the Fantastic Four at the beginning of Doomsday and have them jump in from another universe at some point towards the beginning. But, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I have no idea what's going to happen in any of these movies. So,
I love it, though.
Get on with the Beyond. Predictions for Beyond the Spiderverse.
Yep.
Man, I don't have anything for Beyond the Spiderverse.
I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like that could just lead. I mean, the only thing I can say or anything about expecting that, obviously, it's going to start with an incredible fight scene. And then I just want to know if it's going to end with we're getting like an announcement for the live action Miles Morales. Or no. I don't know. I think that'd be sick to end it.
Yeah.
Imagine that trilogy if they ended it with that, too.
That all along, that's been like my theory. At the end of Beyond, he's gonna like go through the multiverse and end up live action.
Because they hinted.
The thing about it now is Beyond is coming out after Secret Wars, and so the possibility of him joining the battle in Secret Wars, which he's a main character in the comics, like that's not happening anymore.
It revolves,
at least,
right? In the second one.
Yeah. So the new line. So like the first time they did Secret Wars, a huge part of that story was Spider-Man getting the black suit for the first time. Mm-hmm. The second time, the newer time they've done Secret Wars, it revolves around Miles Morales as one of the main characters. And so it's weird now. In the beginning, I thought, okay, he's going to be a big part of it, but now it's been delayed. It's coming out afterwards. So I don't really know. And I'm almost like, let the MCU handle Miles in their own way because Sony really seems to be trying just to wrap up this Miles animated story in its own way. And just let the MCU do its Miles Morales on its own thing.
Don't trust Sony to do it.
Don't try to keep the same Miles character going into live action.
Please, no. Please.
Yeah. I'd rather it be Tom Holland taking him under his wing and passing the torch to a new Miles who is learning to be Spider-Man rather than this Miles who's already gone through all of this, learning how to be Spider-Man, learning all these lessons, coming in and being this super experienced Spider-Man. And so it's not very much of a Tom Holland mentor and passing the torch, you know?
Yeah, I will say this, and it sounds kind of bad, but I do want Tom Holland Spider-Man to, at the end of his last trilogy, have some kind of heroic act of saving people and pass and die.
I
don't know. I just think
I don't think the character of Spider-Man would ever go out any other way than dying. Like this character of Spider-Man just wouldn't be able to let that go and fully retire, you know? Yeah. And so I think, I agree with you on that.
It'd be cool because you haven't seen it, you know what I mean? I think it'd be a cool.
And at that point, Tom Holland will have had, he signed on for another trilogy, so he's had 6 solo movies, so many more appearances. Like, it would definitely be a good way to go. Almost a Tony Stark kind of way.
He'll have so much built up.
Yeah, no doubt.
It'll be insane, bro. It'll be so emotional, bro.
up next, we got a brand new segment for you guys. We're calling it Agree or Disagree. And so we've each come with a statement. Could be over anything. And so it's not necessarily a juicy take per se, but it is a statement and that we've come with, and we're going to present it to the other two, and the other two guys have to say whether they agree or disagree with that statement.
Say whatever statement you want, Mace. You put if you just agree or disagree with it. We're all going to hold up a card at the same time, and that's what we're going to...
Yeah, we'll all do it. Because you could agree or disagree with the statement you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me go first because it ties in perfectly for what we're coming from. All right?
Okay.
So my agree or disagree is Toby is the strongest Spider-Man.
As in physical strength?
Physical strength.
Yep, I'm good.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Agree.
Agree.
Oh,
Not much
we all
argument
agree?
there.
Yeah,
I would say
some kind of conflict there.
not really juicy, man. Not really juicy.
my things that kind of waived my decision there. Andrew's, as far as Andrew's Spider-Man goes, you don't see very many acts of like physical strength from him. Obviously, we know he's strong, but there's not really any moments.
It's just
that
the
really,
build
like-
does a lot for me too, bro. Like the fact that
Yeah, he's definitely a lankier Spider-Man, but like he just doesn't have any moments where he's like really like showing off the strength. Tom Holland's does have a few in Homecoming, and
Civil War.
he has his others, but
Civil War is pretty crazy.
yeah, Civil War definitely. Infinity War when he catches the whatever it is, cold obsidian throws and saves Iron Man at the beginning of Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he has his moments early on, but
You
I
got
mean,
Spider-Man.
time
You also
I
have
think
Toby
there's a
with the
lot
train.
for Toby.
Toby
Yeah,
stopped
that's
the
exactly
train.
what I
Tom
thought
did
of.
not stop the boat. You have those two, two similar scenes, bro. Tom couldn't hold the boat together.
For those two,
What?
easily, when you look at the Goblin, the same Goblin that Peter Parker faces, Toby faces, Toby punches him through the mask and makes him quit, where Tom Holland is fighting him in the hallway and punching him, and he's laughing at it.
Not even a mask.
Not even a mask.
Not even a
That's
mask.
that's a good point to bring up.
And you could say it was schemed to help him set up for the glider coming, whatever. Regardless,
And
Toby-
and also
Toby
Toby caught the glider from Tom with no what am I
Nothing,
I just
yeah.
had a blank. I had a blank. You know what I mean?
He stopped Tom from all his might. Tom was going to kill him, and Toby caught it like it was
He just
nothing.
caught it like it was nothing. Yeah, like that was.
I agree with that.
Grit, man. And another thing, this is something small with Toby and Andrew. They both have a moment where they're lifting a water pipe up. You know what I'm talking about?
Tom has that moment too, though. At the end of Homecoming, he has the classic where he's underneath all the rubble on the beach, and he looks at his reflection.
I'm talking about Toby lifts it when he's facing Sandman. When he
Okay.
rips the pipe from below, and then Andrew webs it up and pulls it up. So just another thing where Toby just grips it. You know what I mean? Just pure grit.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the sewer too?
Yeah.
Wait, what pipe are you talking about?
The sewer pipe, the water pipe, whatever. The water pump where the water.
The pipe. I was like, bro, what pipe? I can lift a pipe.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, we all agreed with it, but honestly, not a bad like statement or conversation for sure. I definitely think it's debatable, even though we all agree with it.
All right,
I
you
can go
ready for
next.
mine?
Oh, okay.
Or not?
Oh.
I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Okay, go.
I'll go. And I am trying, unlike Mason, I am trying to find stuff that would be mixed, and I don't really know. So
That should have been. I thought it might be mixed, but whatever. Go on.
nah, yeah. Okay.
You're
All
right
right.
about everything. Go ahead.
The Batman is a better movie than The Dark Knight Rises.
Dude, I'm not even lying to you. I wrote that down with my second one. I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what it is, bro.
All right, Aaron.
Tell me when y'all ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Macy put agree?
I agree.
I knew
Hey,
what
get
Mason's
out of
answer would be.
here, Mace, bro. I thought you'd still be on my side.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, bro.
No, I have a juicy take about Batman we can discuss later on. But
You have it for
but
tonight.
no.
Did you take about Batman tonight?
Yeah, I think the Dark Knight Rises were I think
You're not just saying that because it's out to date and it got cheesy. It's getting cheesier as the years go, right?
No, I love that, bro. You know I love that movie. That was like one of my first.
I know, but like, bro, I don't know why you so obsessed with the Batman, bro. Well, compared to
good movie.
I think the Batman is a good movie. I think I've been
it's
so
good.
phased.
It has flaw. It has so many more flaws than the Rises.
I've been so phased into like one, I haven't watched it in forever. The Batman.
I saw
Two,
it once, and the second time I was bored.
Two, I just see. Two, you just always see constant glaze on the Batman all over and over and over again. That it's like,
but not.
It's just been like it almost wants me not to like it in a way, and that's a really bad reason.
You say a lot of people hate it.
Rises. No, a lot of people just love it and think it's the best thing ever.
Oh, that's what I said. So, I'm like, because I went to second.
I don't say that though.
And like, that's a really bad reason to disagree with that statement.
Yeah.
But I just love The Dark Knight Rises, and so
The Dark Knight Rises is goated, bro. I went. That's besides No Way Home. I think that's the only other movie I went in theater to see like 8 times. And also, bro, the Batman, bro, why is it 3 hours long? It's not Endgame. DC's not Marvel, bro. I went there a second time. I was like. Well, we watch it, bro. Yes, it's cinematically beautiful, but it is not that good to where you're just like, freaking out about it.
It highlights a part of Batman that no one has done before.
Okay, yep, that's exactly what I was going to bring up.
That's very much a heavy part of who Batman is. It does well with that. It tells it in a beautiful way. I think the fight choreography obviously blows any Dark Knight out of the water.
Yeah, but the Dark Knight movies are so much more action and fighting than the Batman was.
Imagine the Dark Knight Rises getting made today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if it was reversed. Imagine that Batman movie.
It's still gonna be trash choreography. So, and that's not why I know that's not why I'm saying that. I think the Batman just is a more poetic movie and just goes together a lot better. In my opinion.
I'll let it slide, but still. Bro,
you'll let it slide. Okay.
I'll let it slide for now, bro. But that's I hate the the Batman. I did think it was like cinematically beautiful. It was good. The 3 hours is what kills me every time, especially because Endgame. Like, what year was the Batman?
It has its flaws, bro. I hate
2022.
I do not.
It's too close to Endgame to be 3 hours long. I don't even.
The dopest scene in there when the Batmobile goes and the engine dies. Like, bro, I hate he like falls down there and he's like, maybe I'm the savior, and then like the coolest part of the movie, he lights a torch. I hate how slow he moves a lot of the time. He's like,
I will say this: they need to hurry up with a new one, because if they give him another villain besides the Riddler, then with more action, like someone like. Yeah, just give him a more action. But like, that's what I'm ready to see the next one, because it's gonna. I'm just ready to see it.
And
like
Batman, Spider-Man.
Obviously, you've kind of revealed how good of a detective he is, and did that when other Batman movies really didn't do it as much. Now I'm gonna need him to ramp up the action. If it's another straight movie, another movie of straight detective work, like
you can't give a fight scene like that, and like that's the only like time we get it in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we didn't even get that same fight scene. I gotta rewatch it. I barely remember it because I just was like I was sleepy the rest of the movie. But
yeah, but it's gonna continue on with that. Like, there's gonna be some flaws that I don't like either. Like, I think the next one's gonna be about the Court of Owls. It's gonna have a very.
So it's more detective inside, figuring out who's what, all this stuff. Right. Which the Court of Owls is a really cool storyline. Don't get me wrong. Like, that stuff is really interesting. But at following the Riddler, it's like more. It's like doubling down.
I thought they were introducing a new Joker, bro. At the credits.
I don't know what's up with that either.
Yeah, they did.
I just know they need to continue they definitely need to continue the Penguin storyline after watching the Penguin, because that's brilliant in my opinion.
I'm tired of the politics just getting in the way of this stuff, though, for sure. But that's a good one. That's a good. You guys will like my juicy take later on.
Yeah. So
what's later on tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking about like another week or something.
So
I need to know it now.
My statement, not superhero related at all. I was going to switch it up a little bit. So, my agree or disagree. The Anchorman is Will Ferrell's best role of all time.
Dude, I don't even know if I've seen that.
That's tough. Man.
It's definitely a middle road, because you can Elf, Ricky Bobby.
It's his what?
You've got others. It's his best role of all time. The best,
I'm not even sure if I've seen that, but
You haven't seen Anchorman?
I know what it is. I just can't remember me watching it.
All
I don't
right.
know if I've ever actually.
Whenever you guys are good.
I'm good.
All right. Cade, you good?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I ain't seen it. I guess I gotta watch it, but
I want to hear
there's
your
no way,
reasons
bro.
for like what you think is.
I disagree because I think it's too much of Will Ferrell that it's just him kind of just saying some dorky stuff nonstop. It's like a quarterback throwing a hitch route nonstop. It's like the same joke over and over and over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no depth to his character. Honestly, I think even in like Kicking and Screaming, where there's depth to him being a dad and trying to like, there's depth to that character that I think he performs better with that. I think Elf, who shows some there, but things like Anchorman and Zoolander, I think that's just him throwing a hitch route nonstop.
That's a fair point. It might make me change my answer too. Like actually, like that's more of a.
That's just what my head went to whenever I thought of that.
Not bad. Cade, I know you can't remember seeing it, but do you have any Will Ferrell movies that come to mind where you?
Yeah, I just said disagree because the fact that I haven't even came across that to watch. I know I've seen clips of that, but I just don't think I've seen that fully through. But
that's definitely
I don't know.
Elf
is amazing, bro. You got Elf, and then you got like Kicking and Screaming.
Daddy's Home.
There's a lot of Will Ferrell. We might need to do top 5 Will Ferrell, bro. Honestly, after the Adam Sandler one, that might be a good one.
Yeah, add to it. We said Ben Stiller and then Adam Sandler, or not Ben Stiller and Will Ferrell. Need to do those for sure.
That's a good. That made me think though, Josh. That was a good one.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that is agree or disagree. That was good. Good conversation pieces right there, man. So I enjoyed that. So what is next? Actually, we'll see if we see another shift on the leaderboards like last week. It is time for round 5 of Marvel points.
You're not the
Mason
only one
looks
cursed
determined
with
as
knowledge.
ever to take back the throne.
It is time. It's time.
And Josh over here, keep making my slow climb up to the top. So, anybody volunteering to give theirs first?
I'll go first. I went last time. Let me go first.
Man, what the? Are you kidding?
I never go first.
Mr. Interrupts everybody.
Mr. Frozen right now, bro. You're like in this motion like this. Look like you're dabbing or something right now.
I still am.
Like it looks like you're dabbing in the screen right now.
Right now?
Whenever you stood up, bro.
All right,
You look like a goofball.
Yeah. All right.
All right, y'all ready?
okay,
Y'all ready? All right.
Let's go.
Hey, I honestly was gonna like throw an easy one out there because mine was pretty tough last time. So, but I just found a good quote. So hopefully you guys get it right. It's reasonable to get right. So, all right, you ready?
Yep.
My Marvel quote is, "I hope that you remember that his blood is on your hands." Both y'all struggling, bro? Hey, hold up. Both y'all struggling.
Dude, I know the quote. I just can't.
Dog, come on.
Wow.
You want me to say it again? I hope that you remember that his blood is on your hands.
Oh my gosh.
It's hitting Mace hard.
I'm gonna throw out an answer, and it's.
Josh, I'm gonna put a little more thinking into it. Come on now.
Yeah, I think I did. I mean.
All right.
He said,
I think I did.
Because I have two different scenarios where I think this could be played, and it's both the same answer for both of them.
This is a good one, man. This is a good one.
All right,
I like
I've got
this
mine.
one. I didn't know what to expect. What you guys are gonna do on this one. So let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Mace, you ready? Dude, there's no way. If y'all let me get a half point on this, I am dogging you the rest of Marvel. I deserve like an extra crown. I feel like I deserve a full point if you guys both get this wrong.
This bothers me, bro, because I hear it.
Mace,
This bothers
you
me
don't
because
know
I hear it too. I hear it too.
All right,
Mace,
we're
are
going
you
for
good?
it. This is crazy. This is insane. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get something that we have never experienced at all. This is a...
Count it down. Let us
Okay,
reveal
ready.
it, Kate.
Ready? In 3, 2, 1, show that mug. Mason, wrong. Dude, Josh, you're wrong. What are we doing? Mysterio, Far From Home.
Oh my
You know,
God.
hey, listen. You know, William, I hope that... Wait, let me start. You know, William, one day when I had to kill Peter Parker, just know that his blood is on your hands.
I hear Jake Gyllenhaal's voice now.
Dude, let's go. Give it that up, bro. Bro.
That's good.
Half a point for Cade. I don't know who's tracking it anymore.
I'll
But
just write it down. We can figure it out later. That's crazy. Bro.
Mace, bro. I can't believe you let that one slip, bro.
I put Tony Civil War because I was thinking either he was saying it to Bucky about his parents or saying it to Vision about Rhodey.
Mace, what was your guess?
Now that you
Mace?
said that, I'm like, yeah.
I just said Black Panther. Talking about
Rhino?
Rhino guy?
What's his name?
I forgot.
And Jobu. No, not Joe. Yeah, Jobu.
Yeah. About what? What did he? Who did Njobu kill?
No, I just thought whenever you went after Claw that he was.
Hey, I was
it's not
gonna
Njobu,
add.
It's Wakabi. His name is Wakabi.
Wakabi, something. Monopoly. I don't know. Hey, I was gonna add that in the beginning to like easy, but I was like, no, they should get it. I was gonna add William. One day when I had to kill Peter, I was giving y'all too many quotes with names in it. I was like, nah, they should get this.
Let's move on, man.
Josh, we know you're upset, man. Come on, let me just be excited. Hey, it's literally on my shirt, bro, and it's on your shirt too.
Right.
Come on.
So my quote here. I was thinking about. I was having a little bit of trouble finding one, but I came to terms on one. It might be one of those that might be a gimme for y'all. So
gimme.
We'll see how it is. I've come off back-to-back weeks where I've almost stumped both you guys. But I'm hoping we can hold Mace to 0 points 2 weeks in a row with this one. So
I'm on top, boy. I'm on top.
Hey, the more someone scores 0, the more chances I have to catch up to them.
You're
So Mace is in second place right now.
Well, you guys are giving me half points from getting it wrong, so
yeah,
y'all need to stop that.
My Marvel quote this week: "I do what he does, just slower."
Oh yeah, come on.
Easy money.
See, I do it.
How'd you do that?
He's upset. See, I knew it. Wait, what if I get this wrong? That'd be embarrassing.
All right.
No, I got it right. Tell me one.
Be a low for me.
Ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Full point for both y'all.
Dang.
You're welcome.
Dude, look.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Look.
Dude, you almost put Civil War. What an idiot. Look at me. No mistakes. That's what happens when you're on the top. You don't even make mistakes.
That trailer. So plus 1 for both.
Yep.
All right, baby.
Dude, I'm gonna get full points 2 weeks in a row if I get this quote right from Mason. That's making you both miss and also screening. Hey, I'm talking here.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Here's my quote. All right, Marvel points. Week number 5. Here we go. Ready? Rage and vengeance, anger, loss, regret. They're all tremendous motivators. They really clear the mind. So I'm good to go.
Dude, I know it.
Come on, boys.
I don't know.
I have my answer.
Can you say it again for me, Mace?
Yeah.
I have my answer.
Here's my quote. Quote. Rage and vengeance, anger, loss, regret. They're all tremendous motivators. They really clear the mind. I'm good to go.
I'm going to be really upset if I get this wrong.
I don't know if I'll get it, man. I don't know if I'll get it. Maybe I'm going to shoot for a half point, though.
You gonna shoot for a half point, bub? Come on.
I'm going to be really upset if I get this wrong.
Thinkaroo. Think hard.
I don't know if I got it.
You just watched.
Dude, what?
We just watched all of them.
I've been watching all of them, so
You
really.
just watched.
It's in my head, dude. I know I'm gonna get pissed if I get it wrong.
In my head. Come on.
I'm just gonna say one of my time's up.
All right, here you go. Ready?
Wait.
Hey, ready?
Hey, mine's. I don't know mine's.
2, 1, show it. Josh is right.
Dang.
Josh is right.
Oh,
that's why I said
He's talking
this
to
is why-
Rocket,
This
isn't
is
he?
why I said last week. I said all of my Marvel points knowledge goes solely into Infinity War. Everything else is iffy. I'm like, I'm not getting this one wrong.
I
knew that
don't
when
know
he's
why. Okay,
when he's talking to Rocket on the ship before they leave, isn't it?
That's
Yeah, see,
literally.
I told you, all of it is in Infinity War, and that's...
Bro, I am hurt. I literally was thinking of that scene, but just put Ragnarok, and I don't even know why I did. I just thought of Thor, and I was like, I thought of short-haired Thor.
Does he get a half point or no?
Yeah.
Dang,
it's a half point for each.
I knew Thor said it, yeah. I should have had the full thing, right?
+2. Me and Josh added +1. Cade continues with the lead.
Not bad.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You're at
all I gotta say is I am consistently putting something up on the board every week now, and so that's 3 weeks in a row. So, you know, slow climb continues, guys. No more zeros for Josh anymore. So now moving on.
Mace,
Hope
why
it's
you say
better
gosh
than
dang?
last week. All
Why
right.
do you say gosh dang?
Hope it's
I won my half point, bro.
nah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
All right. So next, let's hope it's better than last week here. Time to bring the juice. Got some juicy takes.
Oh, we got juicy takes. Okay.
Got the juicy takes, man. What'd you say last week, Mace? You like, what'd you rate my juice?
Hey, Josh is him. So what'd you rate?
I know.
What would you rate my juice? What would you rate it?
So what'd you
rate my juice?
Is my juice juicy?
So
You like it?
Did you like my juice? Is my juice good? Did you like it?
I'll lead us off with this one.
Take it, Joshy.
Like I said, I don't know if you guys will agree with it immediately. My reasoning might sway your opinion, but the immediate statement here might start some debate.
Hopefully it's something I know.
All right, so my juicy take. My juicy take right here. WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Those 3 shows, I would be completely fine if we never had them. I'd rather not have them than have them.
WandaVision, Loki,
and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All 3 of those, I'd be completely fine if we never had them.
You don't like Loki?
No.
Is that saying you don't like him?
They're
so
needed, though. I think they're needed.
So, all right. So here's my reasoning on it.
Okay.
Obviously, what's happened has happened, and the state of the MCU obviously has an impact on what those shows resulted in. I personally think if they were starting at that point again before any of the shows released, they should have never created shows from characters that currently existed in the MCU at that point.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
All the characters in the movies need to stay in the movies. They can make cameos in shows, but they don't need shows centered around them, because then it just messes up with the Marvel homework per se.
So you're not saying that it's bad or anything. You're just saying
no. I love Loki.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I love Loki. I really like WandaVision.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I said this from the beginning. I said this from the beginning. I was like, I don't like how there's now the shows. I don't like how there's shows and movies, bro. It's just all over the place. I'm watching them in order right now.
That's why I said my reasoning
bro.
might sway your opinion. Obviously, we know like Loki is extremely important to the current state of the MCU. But if you decide not to do that, they could have found a way to incorporate
they could find a way to turn
those. They wanted to go that in movies.
They could find a way to turn those into movies. Yeah, they should have. They should have found a way to turn those into movies, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't like the whole shows.
Even though I like them, I'd be completely fine if we never got those. So, like I said, my reasoning might sway your opinion, but
I think they would have been better as movies if they managed to fit it all in.
Oh.
And I don't know. WandaVision had to be a show.
Did it though?
Yeah.
Not really.
For the creative elements of what they wanted, yes. And I liked it though, because when they scrolled the credits, it was really Wanda. Whenever her and Vision are fighting, the credits start rolling, and it's really Wanda doing it. You know?
Yeah, but it's like it creates the homework. Like you see Wanda in Endgame, and then all of a sudden you see her in Multiverse of Madness, and she's this crazy villain.
Yeah, that would have been better if it just went straight to that. I don't think we needed that whole her making another world. Like, did that really? You know what I mean? What if it went straight to multiverse? That would have been more of a surprise. Honestly, think about it. If you got rid of WandaVision, bro, and we went, hey, let me talk. You got rid of WandaVision, and we go straight to Multiverse of Madness, you're like, oh, boop. Wanda bad now? But we knew she was going to be, like, we kind of suspected it, right? After WandaVision?
But you're saying no WandaVision.
I'm saying if it would have been more Multiverse of Madness would have been more crazier and exciting if we didn't have WandaVision because her becoming a villain, especially all those killing scenes of what do you call those the different variants
Illuminati.
of Illuminati. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine seeing that without WandaVision.
But the whole point was she's trying to find her kids, and the whole point of WandaVision was that she created her kids. So
but that's still pointless, is it not? In a way.
But that being said, people show up to Multiverse of Madness, not Disney Plus subscribers, don't want to catch up with the homework. They don't know that. They just see.
I'm not gonna lie. After Far From Home, I'm really canceling. You could say just redo everything from Far From Home. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Like
that is.
So if I'm starting over at that point, all the characters that you have in the movies, like I said, they can make cameos, but all the characters that are in the movies at that point don't make shows that are integral to their character. Only make shows on new characters going forward, because that way, if you're making shows on new characters, you can easily, and they're not like they're more centered storylines in those shows, you can easily pop those new characters into a movie and give a little soft introduction to them in the movie with the current characters going on. But you don't need to, like you literally make Sam become Captain America in the show. And so, obviously, it's a little bit easier transition seeing Steve pass the shield to him at the end of Endgame. Brave New World starts. He's Captain America now. But you don't, it's just, I don't know.
That's another thing I was going to say. I don't like it because all the people who aren't...
Sorry to interrupt again.
You know, if it happens again, I'm pissed.
People are going to see Loki at the center of all of it without watching Loki. They're only going to see him disappearing in Endgame. And now all of a sudden in Doomsday, he's like the center holding the entire multiverse together.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why you couldn't be fine with if it never happened, because you're gonna be like, you'd be more pissed to see him in Doomsday. You're like, wait, what? Oh,
correct. I think it's great, and I think it's extremely integral and important.
That didn't happen.
But that's how they.
But you wouldn't be fine with Loki.
Played out the MCU right now.
You said you'd be fine if they never existed, right? But when Doomsday
if I'm
comes,
going back, I'd be fine if they never did that. Now, knowing they exist now, I like them, and I think they're very important. And so I'm glad they exist. But if I had a say in it at the beginning of it, I would have scrapped those shows before they were ever.
Think about this, too. For all the people who are not, I mean, even including myself, I feel like it's kind of like it's like a workout, like having to watch these shows. You know what I mean? It's so much information. I'm not even like, I'm more just like trying to gather information than I am entertained.
I will even say, as committed, as dedicated of a Marvel fan as I am, as low as the lows have been and everything, I've been through it all. I even have not watched a couple of the shows.
Yeah, and you have people that aren't as big as fans, and they're just lost right now, bro. They're seeing all like, wait, what?
So
like, wait, you're telling me there's 7 shows? There's 7
that's what I'm
shows?
saying. Keep the shows to new characters that could maybe pop up in movies and not require.
Oh no, they did that already. I just forgot about them.
Yeah.
Yep, but also all the new shows with new characters suck. Besides,
just leave it to Disney Plus and keep the movies the movies.
Yeah, we like movies anyway. They're more exciting. I want to go to the theater, bro. I want to go to the theater. I want to eat some popcorn. You want a movie?
This was the goal of my juicy take right here. So I like this. This was good.
F your take.
So.
Oh man.
May speak your head up. You're next.
I hear. Wait, me?
I'll go next.
Yeah, you.
I'll go next.
All right, go.
All right, you ready for my juicy take?
Yeah.
Mason keeps freezing. Okay. All right. What is it? Oh, mine's in the sports topic. Ready for this? Little change up right here. All right. My juicy take. Under the category of most skilled sports it takes the most skill to be good at. Number 1 is hockey, 2 gymnastics, 3 lacrosse.
Wait, and 3 is lacrosse?
Yeah.
Gymnastics would be a.
Hockey was the most skilled sport.
What else?
Dude, I think if you're a good ice skater, that's like 80% of it, and you're already.
You think though? Think about everything that consists.
All you gotta do is be tough and take a hit and learn how to ice skate, and you're good.
You can say that about a lot of things. Tough and be tough. You can say that about boxing. You can say that about football. You can say that about any contact sport.
No, I think baseball and basketball takes so much more skill to be good at.
Nah,
I think baseball is above.
What baseball? So what in baseball? Everything in baseball?
Yes.
the skills and the time people have put in to actually be relevant.
Be a good hitter, be a good pitcher, and then basketball, as far as shooting and everything goes, like.
But everyone plays pickup basketball. It's not like that's more the matter if you're just 7 feet tall, bro. You know what I mean?
Hockey and.
I wouldn't say basketball.
Another reason I put
100% stand on baseball though.
I wouldn't say hockey. I would say.
But none of us have even tried hockey, bro.
What, fried hockey?
None of us have tried. None of us have done hockey. Have played hockey.
I said fried hockey. This ain't the state fair, dude. Like this is.
Give me flashbacks of you at the Texas State Fair, man.
We doing this. We do.
We doing this. Future tales for another day. No. Why hockey? Why did you come up with hockey?
Bro, they're on skates, dog. They're hitting on skates, and they also have a huge goalie. They have to hit that puck into a goal. I can't stand on it for sure. I just saying it's another. I just thinking about it, bro. It's like
I can't really stand on any of those because I have very little knowledge of all three of those sports. I know you have a lot more knowledge on lacrosse. But
I've
for
played,
all three of those, I can't really
tried
make an opinion.
Pretty much. I put gymnastics there, bro. You gotta admit, gymnastics is crazy.
Gymnastics, I'll agree with.
Yeah,
that's a huge risk too, bro. They're flipping. You can't just that takes a whole lifetime to.
Bro, baseball is. I'm gonna say baseball is a lot more skilled than lacrosse. Respectfully, sorry.
I don't know.
But hand-eye coordination, I think a baseball player could jump in and play lacrosse pretty easy. Now, skill-wise, you're talking, man, it's tough.
What? Say it.
I was just saying, if you're talking size-wise, it brings a whole nother picture into it. But I think
you can't put baseball guys into a contact sport because they don't even have contact. That's what I'm saying about that. You can't just go ahead and be like, oh, baseball guys can jump into this.
Because they're smaller, though. It's not because they're
smaller.
It's not because they're working on skill. Like you're saying, skill base. I think of skill base. I'm not thinking of toughness and tackling. That all has to do with physicality and strength and athleticism. But when I think of skilled, you're saying the most skilled. I'm thinking baseball guys have to work and put so many hours into hitting pitches and fielding ground balls and yeah, I don't know. And then you could say MMA, so then put it all together. MMA, you got to dodge stuff that's just as fast, right? And then you have to have the physicality on top of that to withstand other punches coming at you.
That's the toughness right there, though, that you just talked about. You just said that's all about toughness.
I'm talking about landing a punch, bro.
You literally just went on about how it's all not about toughness, and then you're like, oh, you got to be tough. I'm like, bro, what?
It all comes down.
Yeah, I agree with 1 out of your 3. Gymnastics, that's about it. Other ones are pretty juicy, man.
I'm just saying that from a person who's probably basically tried a lot, every sport. I played baseball before.
When did you compete in gymnastics?
I'm saying besides hockey, besides the 2 that are in front of lacrosse. I can hit a backflip. That's about it. I can hit a backflip, and that's nothing compared to the actual gymnastics. And that's hard. Huh?
But that backflip, though. Man, that's juicy, bro. That's juicy.
All right, man. Mason, go ahead. Man.
All right, back to the nerdy side of everything. I'm going back to my juicy take. And also following through one of y'all's I think it was Cade's Batman statement. All right, this is juicy.
Is it the same take?
No one's gonna agree with me more than likely, but I stand by that the best Batman as a character, is Ben Affleck.
I will even
as a character. As a character.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'll take Robert Pattinson over Ben Affleck.
Go ahead.
Hold your card up. Go ahead, Kate. Oh, I'm tripping, bro. I wrote disagree on a card. I think we were doing this. No, bro. He
told me to hold my card up.
Bro, we got too much life segments.
Dude, I can't justify anything about Ben Affleck's Batman because he never got his own time. He had to share the screen. with somebody every time.
Like
and Ben Affleck even came out and said that it was the most difficult and agitating role he's ever had the other week, and he hated it.
Yep. Yep.
And so I just can't.
Yep. As all
can't justify that, man.
I stand by that, though. I think he's the best Bruce Wayne. I think he
could have been. He could have been. I think Ben Affleck is great for the role. He just never got to play it.
He's just built the best.
I think based on what he gave us, he's the best Batman as a character there is, and he was screwed with the story, and that's what I stand by. I think he is a great actor for one. Not that the others aren't, but I think he's a great actor that knew what to do with him. He knew what his build was, and he already is that build as a Batman character. He knew how to represent fear or how to show the fear into the and how to use that with others. And
from what, the one security camera scene?
No, that one, and then the one with Lex Luthor in the jail when he walks up and he brands everybody, because like that one, and I love it too because he's the one that lost Robin to the Joker, and you don't see that, but you see how it hurts him just by that movie. And he goes in there and he brands people. And
yeah, but if only we got that time with him, we got that movie with him. Yeah. Like, I agree with your statement. Like, the writing and the story mess it up. I agree. He was great to have in the role for that, but he just wasn't given that. So I can't say he's the best, even though it was factors out of his control.
He has more hours than Robert Pattinson. That's
I can't. Like, in anything that I hate it because he could potentially be good, but anything he's Batman in went in my brain and went straight back out.
Is Robert
all those
Pattinson
movies
a
are
good
terrible.
Bruce Wayne, though?
No.
I don't think we got enough of him.
No. I don't think
I feel like he didn't even talk, bro.
I think Christian Bale's a good balance of all of it, but I do...
Christian Bale would be perfect if they gave more bulk. I think he'd take the...
But your original statement wasn't the Bruce Wayne part of it. It was just the character as a whole, yeah. Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Right.
So I don't agree with that. I hate to break it to you.
I told you no one is, and I stand by that. I think he really lost out on not having more movies, because I think he could have been the best.
Not bad, man. Definitely ramped up the juice in this week, man.
Need that juice out, man.
Man, so not bad. We definitely have plenty of takes stored up that we will be sharing in the future. So, lastly, for episode 5 of Dream Juice Chronicles, we are taking a look at something Cade prepared for us. We obviously, me and Mason know that we will be discussing the rest of 2025 as far as it goes. There's a lot of big movie releases coming up. Pretty exciting film slate. But that's pretty much all we know. Cade has something for us, so take it away.
All right, we got 2025 films. Of course, y'all know we have a lot coming in this year of 2025. I didn't put anything that's already come out. We're talking about stuff that strictly we haven't seen yet, that's not out yet. So I have a selective list of stuff I put on there. I do have honorable mentions, but if you guys want to, talk about a movie after that I didn't mention, we can. But I'm going to start with number 13. This is kind of in order.
What is this? Is this like, what is this ranking?
We're gonna do. This ranking is just what I'm excited for, really.
Okay,
it's not like me.
So this is like your most anticipated.
This is my most anticipated movies, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll go over it too. We can kind of go, we don't have to go quick, and we can just kind of go through it. I'm going to say each movie, starting from 13 going down. I'll start with one of you. Just kind of give 30 seconds on what your expectations are for it, if you're excited, predictions, blah, blah, whatever you want to talk about. So number 13, I have Superman. Mason?
That's
that far.
That's low, man.
I ain't DC, bro. Tell me what you thought. Bro, I ain't no DC, bro. Come on. Far than I expect. Bro, you know how much stuff is coming out, bro? For me to put Superman.
Yeah, I know how much stuff is coming out, but Superman to be 13.
We're not talking about this. This is me personally excited. Okay, I'm asking you guys talk about the
Superman.
movie.
Superman is a top 5 minimum anticipation.
That means it has. So yeah, you guys are a lot of high expectations for it to fall.
Yes.
So,
I have the most expectations for it because all of DC rests on its shoulders right now on how it performs.
Exactly. That's why I'm not excited for it.
James Gunn coming in with the heat, man. He'll be all right. He'll be good.
Yeah.
All I remember is I opened that trailer, bro, and Superman's being dragged by a dog, bro. And I was like, what?
Come on, baby.
Man, don't be hating on crypto, man.
I don't even care. That's all y'all don't have anything else to say about it?
Yeah, move on, man.
Move on. You guys don't seem excited about it. It sounds like it's at 13 for you, too. Number 12, Karate Kid Legends. Are you guys excited for this at all?
Yes.
I'm not excited for it, but it is cool to have Jackie Chan and
it's cool.
Ralph
it's cool.
back together.
I think it's definitely cool. I'm not as excited for it, but I think it's one of those movies I'm almost like obligating myself to go see, and it's going to be one I walk out of saying I'm really glad I went to see this.
Yeah. It's a hit and miss for me. I think Cobra Kai is entertaining, but I think there's a lot of cheesiness to it, so I hope they leave that out of this movie. It doesn't look like they are. Yeah. It looks like they are going to leave it out, but that Daniel LaRusso, I mean, he's just full of cheesy, bro. So I feel like him being it.
This new kid they're bringing in. This is his first time, his first acting role ever.
He looks legit in it,
he does all his own stunts and everything. And so that'll be exciting to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited for it for sure. I don't disagree with kind of your placement on the most anticipated. Like I'd probably have it around that range. Just like I said, it's like I'm not like compared to others. I'm not like super excited like getting my tickets a month in advance. But it's gonna be one that I will go see, and I'll be more happy leaving that I went to go see it.
Yeah. All right. Number 11, Avatar 3. You guys excited for that at all, or what are your thoughts for a third one coming out?
I think both movies are really good. I like the second one more than the first one.
I do too.
For some reason I can't get in my head to really be excited for them. It's just like I know Avatar's coming out. I know it's going to make a ton of money. I know it's going to be long. And I got to prepare myself for it. But it's like it's not like something I'm like super excited to go see. Like I'm looking forward to it. I know it's gonna be a good movie. It's just like
I like the cinematic clips to them. Like The Way of Water was beautiful, bro. Dude, I remember seeing that movie and it was pretty sick in that. Mace,
you gonna keep doing that, buddy?
Y'all can hear that? My bad. Give us your thoughts.
Mace don't like Avatar?
I don't care. I know I should.
Move on.
It is what it
Move
is.
on. We're moving on. We're moving on to number 10. Okay, we got Lilo and Stitch live action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would maybe even put that higher.
It could be higher. I just don't know what to expect. So
off the trailer alone, it probably will be Disney's best live action remake.
Yeah.
I like these.
Also got me hyped too. The Super Bowl.
Hey, lot of live action coming out. A lot of live action. Yeah. Okay, number 9. Freaky or Friday. I don't even know how I feel about this, but it seems like it could be a fun movie. No.
I can safely say I will not be going to see this.
It'll be fun. It's not like it's anything crazy though.
Yeah, I'm
nothing
not
crazy.
going to see
I just think it'll be
strict
just fun only. So
that will be a Disney Plus watch for me.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
All right, number 8. What I'm most excited for. Number 8's Happy Gilmore 2. What are you? You guys really excited for that?
I'm more nervous than I am excited for it because it's an Adam Sandler Netflix. Ever since he signed on to that Netflix deal, it's like you get Adam Sandler, but what quality movies you getting? Yeah. And so when they're making Happy Gilmore 2 a Netflix original, it's like I don't know, but it'll be fun to watch.
You think it's gonna be like? You think it's gonna be one of those things where they just shouldn't even made it, like a Toy Story 4 level thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I'm thinking about it.
There is way bigger of a chance that's the case than it will be.
That's what it's looking like, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Collecting money.
Yeah, I mean, but like I'll know what day it comes out and I'll watch it pretty soon after it releases. I mean, it's Happy Gilmore. So.
All right, number 7. Down to Thunderbolts. Now, I'm excited for Thunderbolts. I'm just afraid. This is the next movie we're all wait after Doomsday, bro. The announcement for the casting, like I hope it gets everyone excited, but I just hope it's not like full of comedy, bro.
Now let me say, without Doomsday, would you still be excited?
No.
Really? So
Doomsday wasn't. All of them got casted in it, besides, I guess.
Here's what I'll say. A couple years ago, when they announced that Thunderbolts was going to be on the slate, with all the other Marvel movies coming out, it was probably the least excited I was out of all of them, and one I was like, why did we really need this?
Yeah.
Since then, even with knowing like the lineup of characters that be in it. Since then, every trailer, every marketing piece, everything
Been good.
has proved me wrong and gotten me more and more excited. And I said I'd have Superman a lot higher. I'm more excited for Thunderbolts than I am for Superman. I
Yeah,
really think
Yeah.
that Thunderbolt. Not, I don't believe in them 100%. I don't believe in it whatsoever. But I think Thunderbolts will be one of the higher Rotten Tomatoes scores that the critics give MCU movies, and I really think this will end up being like, it'll be top 15 MCU personally.
I feel like I feel like it's either going to be like super comedy, like a Thor: Love and Thunder, or it's going to be actually really good. So,
yeah, I think it'll find its niche as far as comedy goes, and it'll be really good.
Would agree.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yep.
All right, number 6, Jurassic World. Thoughts?
I think they'll find some way to like reinvigorate the franchise after what happened.
Isn't it supposed to be?
Sorry. It's like they're not starting over. They're continuing the same universe, but it's almost like a brand. It's a brand.
Isn't it
no more
supposed to be
Chris
more
Pratt,
scarier
anything.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm excited.
Yeah, in their
It's more like
CinemaCon
horror.
panel today, Scarlett Johansson said they're trying to bring like the scare and the thrills back to
Yeah,
the Jurassic
that's
Park
that's what I saw that made me excited about it. And
I'm all in, bro.
I'm all in.
Jurassic Park movie.
I will watch every single one. I will say the last one that came out, Dominion, whatever, is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and so it's that movie is awful. But I'm gonna go see it regardless, and I'm gonna be excited for it regardless. And I think they will kind of deliver on the things they're saying about
dinosaurs,
so far.
man. Yeah, dinosaurs are pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Fix the dinos.
All right, number 5, How to Train Your Dragon live action.
Yes, I'm all in.
Nice, get out of here,
and
bro.
I'll speak on
Come
that
on,
today.
man.
So actually,
That's gonna be a good movie, bro. That's gonna be a good movie.
Today at Cinemacon, they showed the full movie for the very first time to everyone there. Not a single bad review. Everyone said it is amazing. They said it is amazing and it is the best live action remake any studio, like by far. I think I'm all aboard on this. It's one of the best trilogies of all time, animated or live action, and I think this is going to be like, it's going to be phenomenal,
It's
man.
going to be the
I'm so
soundtrack
excited
too.
for it.
Soundtrack and live action.
Yes, I'm so excited for it, man.
Mace, thoughts? Give us your thoughts. Don't say whatever. This is a podcast.
I think it's good, but the dragon look animated anyways in the movie. Then they're just bringing.
How would you do a live action dragon?
80% of Marvel looks animated, bro.
Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
I think they look great, honestly.
Nah, it looks good, bro. Looks good. That would look dumb. That would look so dumb.
Man, I honestly, Cade, I thought you would leave this movie off your list. Honestly, I didn't know you were like that about How to Train Your Dragon, man. I'm happy about that.
I used to listen to that in the Amazon van, the soundtrack, while I deliver packages.
Elite, man.
It gives me chills.
I'm excited for it.
Gives me chills. Mace, you need to tap in, bro. All right, number 4, Moana live action.
Thumbs down.
Neither of you? But the music that's good.
I think it'll be good. They'll produce.
I think it'd be good.
But
I think it'd be. That's why it's right next to How to Train Your Dragon. I think
it's too recent of a movie to already make a live action.
Yeah, but
they already made the second one.
Yeah.
Second one was terrible though.
I don't know, dude.
I lose track. It is music. I don't know. I like the music part of all both of these. So.
Oh, I love the music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's
a good movie. I'm probably more excited for that than Avatar 3, but that's probably a hot take, juicy take.
No, I am. I mean, it's I'm giving you.
Yeah, you can be. When does it come out? Like the same time as Avatar 3?
I don't know. I went over the list. I don't know.
Man, you sound real excited for it, buddy.
Man, Mace, you need to be more into this podcast, bro. Mason's just sitting there saying whatever. No. Bro's not even giving us that. It's just me and Josh right now. Josh, so we have number 3, Josh. Josh, sitting at 3. Josh, we have Fantastic Four. Josh, what do you think, Josh?
That is my number 1, and I'm really surprised that I don't know who you have at your 2 and 1. Fantastic Four is your number 1. I've said this time and time again.
Josh, you were asleep if you don't know what's at 1 and 2.
I have 1 in mind, but
this is your number
Fantastic
1?
Four. Fantastic Four, yeah, it's my number 1 of the year. Fantastic Four, following Spider-Man, it's my favorite superhero Marvel anything. They haven't done it quite right yet. I think Marvel really did this one right, and it's going to be one of the centerpieces of the MCU going forward for a significant amount of time. I think the castings are great. It's going to prove that they're even more great when this movie comes out. Like, I have not been this excited for a Marvel movie since No Way Home. So, that's...
Okay. Mace?
Yeah. No, I'm really excited for
This man's checked out, dude.
He's checked out.
No, I'm waiting because I'm excited to hear because I know exactly what his number one is. But Fantastic Four is top 3 for me. I'm really excited for it, and I think it's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be, it'll be fun to like see it live finally, and then I think Pedro Pascal is like perfect for someone that should be leading the like in the Secret Wars and be one of the main characters of these next 2. I think he's like the perfect guy for it.
Okay. He's tapped in now. He's tapped in. All right, Mace, you say you know my 2 and 1?
No, I know
you know one of your top. Okay, I think.
All right, number 2. Wicked Part 2.
No way.
Wicked Part 2.
One, bro. That was
Wicked Part 2. Dude, that
I'm not.
no one more.
I'm not tapped in because I still haven't even seen.
Bro, Josh, I need you to see it ASAP, bro. It's
just hard for me. It's hard for me to get on board with that, dude, because the way people treated like Wicked, like I almost associate them with all the crazy Taylor Swift fans, man. Like I'm not like it's just.
Hey, I was a little freaked out too when I walked in the theater when I went with Kate, bro. But I was like, bro,
people are dressed up like they were for Barbie and everything. It's just like, dude, I can't. And I just can't like. I like the Wizard of Oz, but this one I just can't. I don't know if I can get on board with that, man.
If you like the Wizard of Oz, you'll love Wicked, bro.
Dude, Wicked's like way better than the Wizard of Oz. Way better. Bro, it's beautiful. It's emotional. It's sick. It's awesome. It's touching. It's cinematically beautiful. Everything is in it. It's like I'm trying. There's not really a flaw I can find in it. It's just perfect, bro. And the build up to the ending is so good.
I can say if I watch it, 90% my mind will change. But
and when you see it, Josh, you're gonna be
hard for me to get on board.
What part?
All right. Well, there's one movie. There's one movie you haven't named yet. What?
That's the trick part about it on my number 1.
Yeah, there's one movie you haven't named yet that I'm thinking of that I'm excited for, and so
I said you guys can mention that when I'm done.
What?
I said you guys can. I said you can mention a movie I didn't put in my list.
Just go ahead and list it because I don't know.
All right, number 1. Number 1 is not a movie, but it is Stranger Things 5.
Man, are you kidding?
Bro, I wasn't even thinking of. We were talking about the. Okay,
it's a film. Yeah, it's a film.
No, it's not.
It's a film.
Technically, I mean,
Technically, each episode will be like movie length, but like that's okay. That's not what I was thinking.
It's something that they're filming, and it's coming. Bro, we can't not talk about Stranger Things 5.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. It's not the movie slate for 2025.
I didn't say movie slate. I said 2025 films.
Yeah, it's not a film. It's a series.
Either way, you don't want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can say it's definitely like. If we're everything, movie shows, everything included, Stranger Things is probably top 3, top 5 for me.
It's number 1.
It's number 1, bro.
But it's
I think Stranger Things
it's probably it'd have to be 2 behind Fantastic Four for me, just because of how much I love Fantastic Four. But Stranger Things is a really close.
That's crazy. That's crazy to say that. It's great. Stranger Things might be the greatest show of all time. Might be. I don't know. I need to put it into it. But dude, that. For Fantastic Four, we haven't even seen that yet.
If they hit the landing, if Stranger Things hits the landing, then it's in the conversation. I think it already is, but
it's in the conversation.
I mean, I don't know. Like to disagree with my point right there. People say Game of Thrones is, and they didn't hit the landing on that. So
yeah, there you go.
But I mean, we'll see. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So All right, so. Where was Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
That's an honorable mention. I didn't put it on there.
There's a lot of other ones.
Dude, the last Mission Impossible ever?
I put Mission Impossible, the Minecraft movie, Conjuring. Josh, you don't watch scary movies, so I didn't put that in there. And then you have F1 looks dope too. What else was there?
Minecraft movie, bro. Okay, I've got something. Okay, so I've got something to say
I didn't
about
put
the
it in there.
Minecraft movie. Actually, I've got.
Oh, now he wants something to say about it. The Minecraft movie, but wants to go over it.
I do. It comes out this week.
So you like?
So it has nothing to do with like how I feel about it, but
I don't know how you feel about it right now. I don't know if you're excited.
It came out with a 53% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I won't go.
Mind you, Captain America: Brave New World is at 48%. What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we saying, man? What are we saying?
Get to your point, bro.
They're saying the Minecraft movie is better than Captain America.
I mean, there's a lot of nerds out there like us.
There's a lot of
it's the critics though. It's not the fans. Like that's I guarantee this entire movie is gonna be like Jack Black just pointing out things he sees, man. I don't know if you see it all on TikTok all the time, but it's just like,
bro,
dude, my TikTok is full of it.
You're missing what will be one of the best ones of the year. Which
what?
Is
Minecraft?
What?
Ballerina.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's up there too.
That's Ana de Armas with John Wick.
I honestly
you're just an Ana de Armas fan, bro.
I'm a John Wick fan. And
you just love Ana de Armas, bro.
I'm an Ana de Armas fan. I'll agree with that.
I mean, aren't we all? But I'm just saying that's the only reason you're saying that.
Hey man, if she is in a lead role, it'll be one of my most anticipated movies. Like that's just.
As a single man, yeah. Mason's taken. He can't be saying that.
Yeah, you can't be saying that anymore.
Mason can't be saying that, bro.
Y'all too young.
Can't have your
y'all too young. You can't say
anymore.
I just said Ballerina.
The first thing you said was Ana de Armas, bro. After I said what's that, you said Ana de Armas. Ana de Armas.
Hey man, Mason, man, you can't be saying that. You had to take your One Tree Hill door list down. No, man, can't do that anymore.
Can't be doing that.
That's because I had to move away.
What's another one you want? You want to talk about Mission Impossible?
28 Years Later. I don't know if you ever saw those. I know Josh had because you probably don't watch horror, but
they're nowhere to be found. They're literally as the hardest possible things to find to watch. You have to like buy a DVD for it to watch it.
Good, man.
Watch what?
Kate, you would like them, bro. It's 28. It's the 28 series. It's zombies, and it has like a different take on it. But it's 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and now the new one, 28 years later. I watched them all when like 10 years ago.
It's a zombie horror movie.
Zombie horror movie. The guy that plays Scarecrow in the Christian Bale series, I forget his name. I should know it.
What is
Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he's in it. He's in that.
What's it on?
No, it's not on anything. It's literally the hardest thing ever if you want to try to watch it. Like you have to like go out and buy a DVD.
I'm pretty sure me and Gally watched it on DVD back in the day.
Yeah, why would I go do that? I'm not gonna go buy a DVD and watch that, bro. If it's good enough, it'll be on something.
Relax, all right, bud. You know, I'm sure it's on.
Bro, don't tell me to go watch something and send me to Vintage Stock and buy a DVD. Like, you know I'm going to do that, bro. I'm going to walk out with 3 posters instead.
You're not a true fan, man. You're not a true fan.
How can you be a true fan if he's never seen any of them?
Exactly. You're not a true fan.
No, like, possibly. Like, it's impossible to see it. I don't want to be a true fan of that. That's ridiculous. Bro, it's 2025. I'm not going to go buy a DVD to watch something.
And then, yeah. I don't have any other ones, but I can't believe you left out Ballerina, bro.
I haven't even heard of it.
Wicked, though. Wicked gonna be the one, bro. You got Stranger Things.
Wicked's gonna be crazy. Dude, it'll be interesting. We need to come back, bro, because I want to talk. I want to see if Wicked 2 beats Stranger Things out of the most, like, what's better overall.
It's just hard to compare, bro.
A show and a movie.
Things in with these movies that
I have to, bro. It's the most exciting thing of the year, bro. I just put it in there with the movies.
Just Stranger Things has so much more opportunity to like. You have so many more hours within those TV shows. You know what I mean? To like,
yeah. So,
especially with how they got at the end of season 4.
I'm not. You guys are.
How they said this new season is going to be. Every episode is going to be like an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
You're still. I like I said before this whole list. I just said the most excited for. You're like,
whatever, man. Just be better.
Whatever, man.
Man, you come with a segment next time. I'm sick of you.
Yeah. Hey, man. Not bad though. 2025 has had a lot so far, but even more exciting things ahead for sure. A lot of things to discuss over and review afterwards. So that'll wrap episode 5 of the Dream Juice Chronicles. Pretty good episode in my opinion.
Really good.
Any last words from you guys?
Hey, just know I'm coming for those Marvel points, bro.
Dude, you're far. You're so far, dude. You guys allowed me to get another free half point. And the answer was on me and Josh's shirt.
We'll see who's coming with the quotes, man, next time. See what happens.
Hey, you better bring you better bring a good quote next time, brother.
That was disappointing. See, I moved past that real quick.
Dude,
that was bad.
That's going. Hey, his reaction's instantly going on social, bro. He was like, "See, I knew it. I knew it."
You interrupted his outro to be like, "Dog."
Hey, we out.
Man. All right, man. Dream Juice, episode 5. That's a wrap. Dream on.